Farm Stadium. Tonight we continue with Wild Card Weekend with what should be a great one between the San Francisco 49ers and the Arizona Cardinals. Winner go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC Wild Card game. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25.
Okay, ready? Hey, no fear.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
The job of any linebacker involves having enough strength to fight off a blocker and get the ball carriers. But in this case, I think we can safely say he beat him right off the snap to get into the backfield and make that play.
On second and 11 now. Lance. He'll get this complete to Rondale Moore. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On the ready?
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's second down.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them. And boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8. Lance throwing out wide for Samuel. And they're going to get this up to midfield. Zero hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, turn into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on third down. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped them, bringing up 4th down.
Lance to throw for it on 4th down. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And he's got it inside the 10. Touchdown, 49ers. Deebo Samuel, 51 yards. And the 49ers will strike first here in this wild card matchup. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. In motion right is Hopkins. Murray now on 1st down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. Well, that's not the way you want to start. A first pass attempt and a first drop all in one.
Well, you've got plenty of time to make up for it, but obviously not the way you want to get things started. Got to shake that off and get going.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Murray. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. Hopkins, a man in motion right. First down, Murray. Escaping the pressure right. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. Big gains in succession. Last one was over 20. This one over 30.
Big plays always wind up being a big theme as we get rolling in these playoffs. And the defenses that can avoid giving them up, but they're the teams that tend to go far. You may not eliminate those big plays, but if you can limit them, then you've got a chance to get to the ultimate game.
They'll run for the first time with James Conner. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Conner going to get it again on 2nd down. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. James Conner taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Cardinals are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Now Matt Prater for the point after. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Returning from his end zone is Ray McCloud. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And the football changing hands here as this offense takes the field. Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, and it's intercepted. And the Cardinals are going to take possession of the football. A few things better than a big man interception. You can always tell right when they get the football, there's that level of excitement and nervousness, and also like, what the heck do I do with this thing?
And you say, no better sight? Well, not for the quarterback to just throw it. It's bad enough to throw it.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Zach Ertz, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. Their first passing touchdown of the ball game, and they go to the big tight end in those sure hands, and he provides the score.
Certainly looked like they were focused on taking away other weapons, and he certainly made them regret that because he found the soft spot, ended up taking it to the end zone. Nice throw, too, to complete the play.
Extra point good by Prater, and that makes the score 14-7. The touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Here's McCloud from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's Lance. He's got Ayuk once again. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Lance looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And he's caught on his sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there that brings up 4th. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
And they'll go for it. Lance. And looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
After the turnover, here's Murray. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. 2nd down coming up. Throwing now is Murray. He'll get this to Connor underneath. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense, because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. From the gun, Murray. Zach Ertz has it complete. Touchdown, Cardinals. Zach Ertz. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Cards go up by 2 touchdowns. Prater for the extra point. And it's now 21-7. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
On second down, here's Mitchell. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Throwing his Lance on third down. And that is incomplete. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
Pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And the Cards will take over, 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. With this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. He's going deep for Brown. This is caught inside the 15. A huge play there for Arizona. 51 yards. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. Here's Murray. Throw left side, hauled in by McBride. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
We'll put that one in the win column for the defense. Trying to contain tight ends in the passing game is so difficult nowadays, but they did in a big way there.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Connor going to take this down just short of the goal line. He got 3, but could not get the ball over the chalk. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal. Now Murray, he bootlegs it. Got it complete to James Conner. Touchdown! James Conner. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Cardinals continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Extra point good by Prater. And a lead down to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Good running right there. And this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances. And he picks up nice yardage on that one.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And they fake the handoff. Now Lance on the move to his left. Gets this one to Juszczyk. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Well, it looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Lance now on 1st down.
The first catch of the game for George Kittle. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a 1st down, too.
And Lance now to throw.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12.
Shotgun now for Lance. That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk.
Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10.
Lance looking to throw it.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Here's Lance to throw it. That's caught by Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, San Francisco.
A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half.
And the 49ers are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return.
And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout.
And we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But if they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Now Murray. Eluding the pressure right. He's going deep for Brown. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. A huge play there for Arizona. 79 yards.
Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find them at the wide receiver position, and that was special there.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
And his top speed, as computed by Next Gen Stats, 21.6 miles per hour. Once again, it's Connor.
And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals.
James Conner
saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game.
And the Cardinals take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend the lead.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
J.J. Watt able to drop in that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21.
To throw, it's Lance.
He's got a man, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 33 yards that time. But look, you're not going to be able to get this all back at once, but that certainly helps.
So you're saying 3 yards in a cloud of dust, not the strategy?
I go aerial attack.
Yeah, I think that's what has to happen. And if you're going to run it, you need to break off big chunks. We just saw a big play right there. They need plenty of those.
On play action, Lance.
Buying time to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
I think we've seen this before. If someone's down 3 scores, that situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, 3rd quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. After the sack on 1st down, Lance. Over the middle, that's complete to McCaffrey. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Lance. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Lance to throw for it on 4th down.
Got his target, Samuel. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10. Now Lance going to throw. Back to Deebo Samuel for consecutive catches.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards. Here's Lance. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit when he decided not to throw it on first down. But give them credit, they recovered in time to deny him the first down yardage. But it's only 2nd and short, so that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
From the 3, 2nd and a yard. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Give him 2 yards. That sets him up 1st and goal. Another modest gain there on that one. And I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah,
and he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Christian McCaffrey punching it in from a yard away. And the 49ers are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL. A complete back. 3 down, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Hey, hustle.
McCaffrey will try to run it in. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And he will not bring it out. He'll just go down to a knee here for a touchback. And the ball will come out to the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive. They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Murray a give. This is counter. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. To throw, it's Murray. Being chased out left. Going deep for Hopkins. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Moore, the man in motion. Throwing on 1st down is Lance. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that will bring up 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Throwing now is Lance. To the sideline, he's got the catch, and he kept the feet in bounds. Well done. Lance finding Kittle, 1st down San Francisco. Working the sideline there, good route, good catch, 1st down, and he gets out of bounds.
You have to like the play call because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and then completions to use the clock.
Again, they'll throw it with Lance. He's got this complete to Ayuk on the out route. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Call it a gain of 14 for the 2nd play in a row. On 1st and 10, here's Lance. Taking a shot for Samuel. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. They'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And they'll work this down inside the 30. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. From the gun, it's Lance. Finding Moore on the out route for the completion. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a 1st down. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Off of play action, here's Lance. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. Back to throw. Lance. And it's caught. Touchdown 49ers. Brandon Ayuk. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Niners are able to cut into that deficit. So this now a 9-point difference. You figure the book here says kick the extra point, make it a 1-score game.
Now, you and I have seen coaches get overly aggressive in this spot, but I agree with you. Kick it here and get back within a score.
And they're going to get the 2. It's caught. So they get the conversion, and now we're back to a 1-score game. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And this a very important drive leading in the fourth quarter of this wild card game. But this one far from over as they start out here first down. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Murray getting this out wide to Hopkins. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. And his defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Connor up the middle. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. Connor going to get it again on second down. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. An extra DB for the 49ers now on third. He'll try and run for it with Connor. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
They'll run for it with Connor. And some room to work. 20. Touchdown, Cardinals. James Conner, 47 yards. And the Cardinals have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this fourth quarter. Now Prater to add the PAT. And the lead is up to 14. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Here's McLeod from his end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. As the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. On first down, Lance. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.